So a long time ago, I asked you all a question that probably seemed insane, but I felt it needed to be asked. If you had to eat a villager from New Horizons, who would you eat and why? Now I know Backseat did a video a couple of years ago about the edibility of each villager, but I'm not here to decipher between who would realistically be the easiest to eat or who would be the best for your diet. No, I simply wanted to know who you as a collective would eat if presented with the opportunity. I asked in multiple locations and you guys did not disappoint. And I finally got around to tallying up the results, and I'd be lying if I said they weren't interesting. I wanted this to be specifically about the villagers and not the special NPCs in the game because, let's be real, we all know who we'd eat if things turned sour or to a Lord of the Flies situation, but only 14 of you were brave enough to put him down as an answer. Tom Nook we're talking about, of course, which I'm in agreement of. We need to eat our leader first. Look at that belly. There's enough to feed the island for at least a few days. But there were a few other special mentions. 2 of you wanted to eat Isabelle. Fair enough. 1 of you wanted to eat Timmy and another wanted to eat Tommy, so I suppose we'll have to accept that you're going to just share them between yourselves. 1 of you wanted to eat KK Slider to absorb his cool, which is understandable. I'm just not entirely sure that's how it works. But I guess you are what you eat. Someone wanted to eat Jingle to destroy Christmas, and 1 of you even wanted to eat Sahara, which is an interesting choice, but then again, maybe you've eaten Camel and know far better than I. Now that being said, there are over 400 villagers in New Horizons to select from, so I did expect quite the range. So on screen now are all of the villagers who got at least 1 vote from somebody. Some of the reasons were interesting, ranging from there can only be 1, to oddly specific, I think they'd taste like strawberry lemonade, to just plain hatred. Certain species of villagers were obviously a more popular choice than others due to the fact that they are eaten in real life. People were more likely to eat a cow or a chicken, such as T-Bone, Tipper, Egbert or Plucky, or even a sheep like Dom. However, at least 7 of you wanted to eat Rodney, a hamster. Maybe his small size would mean he'd go down in 1 bite, but those who wanted to eat him were determined to do so. And a couple of you wanted to eat Flurry. Shame on you. Interestingly, there were a couple of votes for any of the robot villagers. Now, I'm not one to judge anybody for their dietary habits, but they are metal. They are literally inedible and would likely break your teeth if you tried to take a bite out of them. But some of you seemed up for the challenge. But it's time to get to the juicy stuff. The top 10 of who you would all eat if you could. So coming in at number 10 with surprisingly only 12 votes is Patty. Now the vote for Patty itself is not unsurprising, clearly it's to do with the love of burgers. I don't know why Patty is more popular than some of the other cows though, maybe because her name is literally begging for her to be squished up and put between 2 buns. At joint 9th place at 13 votes we have Apple and Tia. Apple was chosen because of her resemblance to an apple, and 1 of you thought she might even be a healthy option. Tia was chosen due to her resemblance to a teapot, so the assumption was that she also tastes like tea, although 1 of you seemed to be after a far more crunchy meal with this selection. At joint 7th place with 15 votes we have Raymond and Angus. Again, Angus is an obvious choice. I understand the love for burgers and steaks, but some of you seem to think that Angus himself is asking to be shoved onto the grill with his design. Raymond on the other hand was chosen because you all seem to want to punish every Raymond seller and lover in the world, which I agree with. Eat him up. Nobody deserves this cat. At 6th place we have Ketchup with 26 votes. Don't get me wrong, I do get why people want to eat her, but look at her. You could look her in the eyes and eat her. She is such a sweet little duck, and you're all just thinking about spreading her on your Angus steaks or patty burgers. We have lost all sense of morality here. Next, at number 5, we have Zucker with 44 votes. His design is based on takoyaki, which if you weren't aware is a Japanese dish of fried dough that is often filled with minced octopus. I don't think I need to say much more about him. At number 4, with 56 votes, is Frita. Okay, I really don't need to explain this one. Just look at her. She's literally asking to be popped on a plate. So here we are, at the top 3. In 3rd place, with 84 votes, is Tangy! You guys decided that in the event of you needing to eat a villager from New Horizons, that Tangy's tangerine-ness was irresistible. Some of you were at least a little apologetic for having to eat this poor little cat. Sorry, Tangy. In 2nd place, with 96 votes, is Chatter! Reasons weren't even needed to explain this one. He's a slice of cheese. In my opinion, he's a smug mouse and so therefore he has to go. Spread him on any cracker as far as I'm concerned. This little cheese imposter needs to go. Not that I'm biased. So although he may have won the most edible villager in Backseat's video, he isn't the one you all want to eat the most. And in first place, with a whopping 145 votes, is Meringue. Yes, that's right, this beautiful dessert rhino is the winner of Who Would You Eat? Villager edition. Though I hope there won't be any other editions of this video. You guys couldn't help your sweet tooths when it came to this strawberry covered villager. I don't blame you, she looks delicious. I'm sure she'd be understanding if we all just took a small slice of her. It's for the best really. So there you have it. In the unlikely event that your villagers require devouring, you know who everyone is going to head for. So maybe pick someone a little less popular to ensure yourself a decent portion. Or we will all do the sensible thing and not eat them at all, right? Right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Comment down below what villager you would eat if you were given the choice. And be sure to follow me on all my other social media to keep up with what I'm up to. And I'll see you next time. Bye!